question is it permissible to recite ruqyah shar'i for others? And is it Islamically allowed to receive payment for it? It is reported in Sahih al-Bukhari and other books of hadith that a group of companions passed by a tree during a journey. The chief of that tree had been stung by a scorpion. One of the companions recited Surah al-Fatiha over him as a ruqyah, and by Allah's permission, he was cured. When the companions returned to the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam and asked about the matter, he did not object. Rather, he said, "How did you know that it is a ruqyah?" indicating his approval. He did not object to them taking the sheep in return for the ruqyah. So yes, reciting ruqyah shar'i is permissible, and receiving a payment for it is also Islamically allowed, on the condition that the ruqyah is in accordance with the sharia. However, know that any form of payment or reward for ruqyah should only be taken after the healing has occurred, not before it. Also be aware that for a ruqyah to be considered sharia, it must meet the following conditions. First, it must consist of verses from the Quran or authentic supplications from the Sunnah. Second, it must be in Arabic or a comprehensible language, without any polytheistic phrase. Third, it must be done with full belief that healing comes from Allah alone, not from the supplications itself or from the raqi. Four, it must not involve superstitions, talismans, jinns, or any other things. One must be very cautious, as some magicians disguise themselves as a raqi, mixing Quranic verses and supplications with superstitious or divine practice. Sometimes they even invoke a jinn or some talismans. Such individuals not only fail to help but are actually dangerous.